So the LSA versus turbo debate. Why'd I sell it? Why I sell my LSA? Why I went turbo? Do I like the turbo better? All of this stuff I get asked on a regular basis. The basis is, no, I don't necessarily like the turbo setup better, but I wanted more top end power and something a little bit more manageable down low. And also I wanted something a little more heat resistant, which the turbo is that. The LSA is awesome. I had an awesome run with the LSA. The car was pretty much supercharged for 2 years, and I didn't really have any hiccups with that setup. It was an awesome setup, super fun, super reliable, but heat and upgrading was the issue. Upgrading for E85 and injectors, pulleys, porting of the blower, all of that kind of stuff really adds up to where I could actually just go a turbo setup and make the same power that most people would if they were to go that route and spend that kind of money. So horsepower per dollar, this turbo was way better for me than the Supercharger. Now in miles for miles, Supercharger was funner on the streets, I'm not gonna lie, because it didn't take 3,000 RPM to spool, and that's where the turbo really has its downfall in my particular setup. Now I did go a bigger frame turbo for this car, so the output's going to be a little bit different, the spool's going to be a little bit different, but instant torque with the Supercharger makes for a really fun daily driver, especially if it's mainly just getting street use. For the track though, I definitely feel that a turbo is a lot better, just because it comes into boost and it holds that same amount of boost all the way through your RPM range, whereas the Supercharger does not. Supercharger, you'll get a little bit of boost down low, and then with RPM you'll reach peak boost levels. And then the fact that you could interchange a lot of stuff with a turbo setup. Turbos, you could change out the units fairly easily as well, versus a Supercharger, not so much. The fuel setup was a whole lot cheaper. There's so many factors to why this versus that. I definitely feel, yes, the Supercharger was compatible for the times I wanted to run, but at the same time, they weren't compatible just because of pretty much I had to do a whole lot more here in Colorado because of atmospheric pressure here. Atmospheric pressure here is 12 psi. That's pretty much what the engines are seeing in a state. So sea level is 14.7 psi at sea level. So that is a 2.7 psi difference on the engine. So an engine at sea level, say stock LS2 at sea level, will make, you know, 360 or so to the ground, but up here a stock LS2 will probably barely make 300 in stock form. So just all of this stuff you have to take into account. So you have to technically run more boost, but on the benefit side of things, running more boost here, you could kind of get away with it because we have less atmospheric pressure, so things don't necessarily blow up as easy if the tune is correct. Now I say all of that to say this: I love my turbo setup, I love my LSA setup. What would I prefer for daily driving? LSA for sure, if I could get the similar numbers out of it. For track use, turbo all the way. For cost, turbo blows the LSA out of the water. For tunability and being able to turn up your setup at any given time. So me, I'm kind of a money guy because things are not cheap. To be in the car industry is not cheap. Everybody knows this. So if you want to make a lot of power and still have a whole lot of fun, turbo is definitely a better route to go. But if you have the extra money to do so, Supercharger is the way to go. But it's all preference. I like them both. I can't really say this or that. And they're really awesome. Boost is awesome. Now, I may have a whole different opinion. Let me go down to sea level and race my car. I may have a whole different opinion. But so far, boost is where it's at. Now, we have to get into the reliability aspect of everything. The reliability is, it all depends on what you're willing to do. Obviously, for me, I don't mind working on the car. I don't mind wrenching on it. And obviously I don't want things to break, but if I have to change the oil every 2 weeks, I'll do that. That's no big deal. But as for maintenance free stuff, NA is the way to go. But Supercharger is the next way to go, especially in LSA, because they came in factory form on Cadillacs, Corvettes, blah blah blah. You guys already know all of this. So turbo may involve a little bit more maintenance and checking up on things and that kind of thing. I did not have really any hiccups on my LSA setup. I did blow up a valve seal, but it wasn't from the LSA. It was actually because I used old 2-piece valve seals. Now with the 1-piece from TSP, they've been working wonders, and I haven't had an issue since. The car runs really good. Now, whatever fire you choose, whatever weapon you want to use, they will all be beneficial, where it's a ProCharger, Supercharger, turbo, nitrous, heads cam, whatever. Everything will be worth it. It just depends on how far you want to take it, your personal goals. I always say this in my videos, personal goals mean a lot. And remember, tune has to be spot on, oil spot on. Those two things are in place, you're gonna have a really good running car. So, all right, now down to the juice. All right, what really matters is on street use. Right now, what I really miss is, I kind of miss it. I don't know if I really miss it, but my low end grunt on the LSA. All right, let's put it this way. The LSA is really, really fun around the streets. Like, just overall driving is really, really fun. But I could definitely tell how much more efficient the turbo setup is on the streets as for gas mileage, that kind of stuff. Because I'm not really ever in boost, just cruising around on a turbo setup. Roll in third gear, burnout. I didn't realize I was filming. Yeah, power up top is retarded. I think I'm pretty used to it now, but power up top is really, really, really retarded. So now is the time for fine tuning, guys. I got so many plans for this year. We got the GTO going on. We got a lot of things to do to the GMW. We're gonna be racing a lot this year. I'm gonna be riding my bike a lot this year. So if you guys haven't subscribed to my other channel, it's Trey Herrera BMX, and that's just solely my BMX stuff. So we're gonna try to keep things separate, and I'll be posting on that every so often. No schedule on that one, but I'm gonna try to do like one video a week there. And then I'm going all in on this GMW, and we got a lot of stuff planned. So I can't wait to show you guys. Hopefully we get this thing dynoed here soon. The holidays are finally over. My family just left out, and now I got some time to really work and put out some awesome content for you guys. I'm really, really, really excited to show you what the plans are. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. That was nasty. This thing is fast. Nasty. I'm really, really pleased with the fact that I went E85. That gave me a super peace of mind. Yeah, I got a lot of peace of mind because of E85. It's nice. Turbos are nice. Superchargers are nice. Whatever your cup of tea is, have fun with it. You lose. Feel me? Feel me?
Be begging for your life, 'cause that's a lost cause. High stakes, body armor, suicide, boy. Make up your mind, baby, cause the time is here.